Yo, how are we doing, fellas? Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Roomel waiting room. True information chat. What's up? How are we doing? How are we feeling? It's a good day. It's day what, like 100 of Johto? I totally lost track. It's probably like around 60 to 70, somewhere in there. Maybe 50 to 70. I don't know numbers. How are we doing? Good morning, fellas. Today we're just planning to hunt Entei, see where that takes us. I am actually covering a really cool event today, and I'll be doing that here in a second. But before, I wanted to say hello. Good morning. How are we doing today? What's up? What's up? Make sure to always like the video if you enjoyed today. Dislike if not, and subscribe if you want to hate watch me. Sure, why not? Okay, apparently my chat has finally gotten like all the shinies they ever wanted. PDA got his shiny Delibird. I know he's been hunting for that for a while. That's a pretty tough hunt. It's just so far from a PC. Admiral got their shiny Growlithe. Congratulations, dude. 2 incredible shinies. Still unlucky on shiny Ditto at 68k. What's up, Level? Good luck to you, man. That's a brutal hunt. Good luck to you, dude. Yes, I saw that someone got a Shalfa Miltank this morning in my Discord. Congratulations to him, man. That is, in my opinion, obviously one of the best Shalfas to get wild. That was sick. This is only day 5 of me hunting for Entei. I'm currently at around 4,500 encounters, like 4,000 to 4,500, somewhere in that range. I didn't keep exact track, but I should be somewhere between 4k to 4,500. Single encountering for Entei sucks. It kind of does, like, unironically. And I'm not even that dry yet or anything, so I feel bad. I feel like going dry at Entei, like, actually sucks. There's just not that many, like, I've told this over and over again. There's just not that many, like, good, like, single encounter hunting spots and stuff in Johto. Like, your best, like, thing is, like, going for weird rares, like Chansey and, like, the Farfetch spot or whatever with, like, Miltank and stuff sprinkled in between. Like, this spot is kind of fine. Like, there's some cool memes, but, like, I don't know, like these both have ×5 hordes, like these Pokemon. The biggest one's like Furret or whatever. Like there's not that many Mons where it's like, oh yeah, you have to single encounter to hunt them, you know? Did you give up on Miltank? That's a shame. Yeah, I don't think I was good enough for the Miltank hunt. I think my skill level is too low. I'm just not a very dedicated hunter. I'm not a very good player. So I decided overall to give up on the shiny Miltank hunt. Yes, that is true. What's the number on the top raid for? I've seen a lot of people ask this question. It's FPS. It's just your frames per second. That's it. It's really that simple. Oh, actually on stream. Wait a minute. On stream, the big shuckle thing, that's encounters. That's the amount of encounters since I've had since my last shiny. It's my encounter counter. Under that, look, it's a magic trick. That like number that fluctuates between like 300 to 400, that's my FPS. Is this the guy? Wait, my fucking lookalike got it? No, this is the guy who got the Shalfa Miltank? No shot. He fucking dresses up as me and gets the Shalfa Mil. What a god. What are the odds of that after I was hunting for it for holy shit? Wait, Minuel, dude, congratulations. What are the fucking odds of that? Dude, the devs must have they must have thought it was me. They must have mistook it. Obviously, I'm just joking. That's fucking great. Congratulations, dude. That is unbelievable. It was also level 69. Nice. How long can I stay in game before I get kicked? Do you know that? The AFK timer? I don't know the exact time. The AFK timer is pretty generous in this game. I would say like 10 to 15 minutes. Someone could correct me. I know in like old school RuneScape, it's like a minute and a half. It's like 90 seconds. So it's pretty long in this game comparatively to other ones. Dude, it's funny how like, how many months post alpha update are we? Not even month. We're like, what, a year and a half since the first alphas were added to the game. And to this day, still, yesterday, there was an alpha Ditto spawn and there was like a 2k server queue. Like, we got a fucking server queue just from an alpha Ditto spawning. That shit is crazy. It's kind of unbelievable how like a year and a half later, we still get server queues for, like really good alphas like that. That's like really, it's either it's two things. It's either A, really fucking impressive to the player base and the player count, or B, kind of saddening that the servers are small. But at the same time, I don't know, we almost never have server queue issues outside of like big events and big alphas. So like it makes, like, I feel like the server sizes are probably pretty good. Also, queues are really fast. Like whenever I sit in a queue, I'm never there for more than like 15-30 minutes. Like usually it's less than that. I feel like the servers are a pretty solid size, honestly. I think it's easy to complain about that, but I feel like they actually do a pretty damn, like, perfect job in PokeMMO. Shiny Marl is fantastic. That's one of those shinies that, like, I still keep around, if that makes sense. Like, It's an HP EV training shiny. So I don't ever go specifically hunt for Marl, and I hope that one day I just passively get it while EV training. Keeping those passive hunts around is very cool. What's the difference between Lucky Egg and 100 XP Charm? From my understanding, I think nothing. The meme is those markets are very strange. I think Lucky Egg is also, well, it's obviously Lucky Egg small is 1.5 times XP, so it's similar to an XP 50% charm, but I believe a normal Lucky Egg, I think this is just the same. I think this is just the same as an XP charm. So whichever one is cheaper is usually what you want to pick up. There might be some minute detail that someone else knows. So yeah, if Lucky Eggs are like 30k cheaper than fucking XP charms, you probably just go for Lucky Eggs, right? Unless I'm mistaken. Lucky Egg has infinite supply. Yeah, you probably want to abuse Lucky Eggs over XP charms. Why is Gray Werewolf Mask so cheap when it's only limited and that was from 2021? Different vanities just have different histories, you know? Certain vanities go up immediately. Certain vanities go down and rise eventually. Any like limited vanity will like eventually go up. The issue is like, do you really want to wait like 10 years for like imagine you buy a Gray Werewolf for 4 mil during the event, and let's say it goes up to like 6 to 8 mil, like 5 to 10 years down. Like, is that really worth the investment? Probably not, right? You probably want to invest in other stuff. Anything like can go up, right? Or any like limited things should go up over time. The question is at what rate, and like at what rate does it become worth it? Like Gray Werewolf is one of those vanities that like a lot of people I think just speculated in, and it's a really, really cool vanity. Gray Werewolf is fantastic, but it really hasn't had the time to like pop off, and it's really just supply and demand. Obviously not enough people want it. There's too much supply. That's kind of the meme. Wait, this is actually a great little tip I can give. So you came here to trade evolve with me with a Scyther. You can actually now just use the metal coat on the Scyther, and it should evolve it, if I'm not mistaken. There was an update like 2 months ago or so, which allowed you to use Trade Evo items on that Pokemon and like evolve, which is like a kind of like a Moonstone in a way, which is really, really cool. It's honestly one of the cooler updates they've added to just sort of prevent a little bit more scamming and stuff. I like that certain Pokemon still need Trade Evos, things like Machoke and Girder and stuff, but it's really cool to have that option of just being able to use the item on it to just prevent a few more scams here and there. Because some people, if it's just so dumb to like scam someone out of something so small like that, but people still do it. And yeah, hopefully that made sense. What do you think about Mage's Staff? Mage's Staff has had one of the weirdest like economic cycles of any vanity ever. It is crazy. Let's look at it. It's actually crazy. I guess I should have a charm though. I'll try to be fast. Mage's Staff. Okay, for reference, wait. For those who didn't play during the event where Mage's Staff came out, Mage's Staff was really hyped up. There's not that many backslot items that like show through from the front and also like have a really cool visual and really cool look. I really like Mage's Staff. I think Mage's Staff is a very cool backslot vanity. Mage's Staff was like 6 to 8 mil during the Halloween event. It's also, I think it might have been like the ultra rare from the event. The issue is back then they didn't put ultra rare in the description, so I think it might still have been the ultra rare. There's like 80 listings of Mage's Staff though. It might not have been, because you can see there's just so many Mage's Staffs. I think a lot of people opened presents. A lot of people got them from that event. That was like one of the most active holiday events like I feel like there was. Mage's Staffs were like 6 to 8 mil during, and now they're like 600k. They have just unbelievably gone down in price. This was an extremely speculated on item. I remember a lot of people, content creators, I mentioned it. I remember when I made a like top 5. I'd love to actually go back and check stuff like that. I made like a top 5 items to invest in during that Halloween event, and I put Mage's Staff at number 5, not number 1, number 5. The reason why was because so many other people were speculating. I remember being like, yeah, Mage's Staff seems like a pretty safe investment, but there's also a lot of people doing it, kind of boring, you know, whatever, maybe be a little careful. I'm pretty sure I put Mage's Staff number 5. I could double check, and I could be wrong, but I remember putting it number 5. And I'm glad I did, because I think I had other stuff. I think my number 1 might have been like Red ONIMASK. Red ONIMASK was up there. To be fair, I don't think Red ONIMASK has like gone up in price at all. I think it's like, well, it's gone up like 40. They were like 400k during the event, so you could argue they've gone up like 50k or so. At least they have stayed neutral so far. I really like Red ONIMASK. I think this vanity is very, very cool. I also like zombie heads and stuff. It's funny, cheaper vanities just end up have like way more potential. Like zombie heads have they've kind of stayed around the same, gone up, gone down at certain places. Zombie outfit is kind of costume. That's what it is. Kind of a good meme. There's some cool stuff like that. Just to talk about, different vanities have such different weird cycles because certain people invest, certain people speculate, they get hype, they get whatever, and it really can change the trajectory. How many people actually want the vanity versus how many people are just like speculating. I might be conflating this with a different vanity. Maybe it was something else. I feel like I remember seeing a Twitch clip of like some Spanish content creator or some Spanish streamer. I don't know if it was for some sort of event where he spent like a bunch of money on RP and just like bought a shit ton. Was it Magus Staffs or like Werewolf Masks? Or I feel like it might have been like an RP thing though. But he spent so much IRL money and just stocked up on a shit ton of this item, and I think it crashed. Poor guy. That shit is brutal, but I guess that's the risk you take, which sucks. I've definitely made a lot on certain investments, and I've lost a fair bit on certain investments. Thankfully, I've been able to make more than I've lost. In the long term, it should all go up for the most part. Well, I'm a huge fan of investing in sealed products. Like, sealed product is just so consistent, where things like Magus Staff is really risky. Like, Magus Staff tanked, people lost a lot of money on it, but things like White Rabbit Plush have skyrocketed and people have made a lot of money on this. So like, it's just vanities can be so risky, but sealed product is almost always safe. Like, I bought most of my anniversary chests between 20 to 32k, and like I have a bunch of them. Obviously, I always talk about those goodie bags. Like, I sealed product, bought most of these for like 8k. Sealed product is super safe. What's the larger player base, PC or mobile? I actually don't know. I don't even know. That's a really good question, actually. I'm sure there's a lot more mobile PokeMMO players, like full mobile, than we realize. I actually have no idea. That's a very, very good question. I know obviously the Chinese player base in PokeMMO is huge, and I think mobile games are pushed a lot more there as well. That's a really good question. I actually don't know. Probably, yeah, mobile is just so accessible for so many people. Now that they've actually added some permanently ownable legendaries, being the 4, being Shaymin and the 3 dogs, it is so hard to explain to new players. Oh, if they asked like, hey, how do legendaries work in this game? And it's like, okay, well, there's, I guess there's, most legendaries you can't permanently own. It's like a King of the Hill style mini game. Oh, and then on top of that, there actually are 4 permanently ownable legendaries, but actually one of them is actually technically a mythical Pokemon, but they only come from like very specific limited time events. Shaymin, for example, only during the Lunar New Year. You have like a 1 week to get it during January. In the legendary dogs, you have to beat Johto up until Ho-Oh, and then like, it's so much to explain now just to be like, hey, this is how legendaries work, lol. Have you seen people buy out limited items and increase the price, like artificially? Yes, absolutely. That happens like all the time. I will say 98% of the time, 98 to 99% of the time that happens, it almost always gets corrected. Like stuff like that is always a short-term like blip. It almost never works to actually artificially increase the price of something. The only time it almost ever works is if it's actually because the supply of that item was so low that they were able to actually do it. And then usually if the supply is that low and there is a demand for it, that item probably just should have been more expensive anyway. Like, I feel like as long as your market is like active for the most part, and there's no like scalping possibilities in PokeMMO, so like as long as your market is it should be like healthy. It should be fine for the most part. As long as you have enough sinks and everything, you can technically abuse stuff like short term and technically do buyouts like that short term. But they almost never work in the long run. Hardest part about flipping is you learn by losing money. Yeah, absolutely. It can be tough to swallow. Same with like breeding for profit. It can be tough to swallow those mistakes as a new player. I heard of someone trying to buy up bug catchers nets and now they're lower than when they tried to do that. Yeah, like stuff like that unironically happens. Like, yeah, it's not so people think it's so easy. Like, oh, if you have a bunch of capital, there's so many people in this game with like hundreds of millions, like 500 mil plus Pokeyen, even like 1 to 2 bill plus. If it was so easy and there was, even with that much money, like the risk is so minimal to like just artificially rise up the price of an item, they would just be doing it way more, right? And it happens here and there. People try, but like just most of them fail miserably. Like people have bought Cobons up to like 1 mil so many times. Even right now, it's like probably like people consistently try to buy out Cobons. There's just such a massive supply that I don't see Cobons, like maybe very, very slow. Like, I guess the real thing would be like, hyper slowly, if you want to artificially raise the price of something, you will consistently buy it up to a certain price for like months and months and months and months and months. And then like at that point, it's not artificial. Like you've just bought up so much of the supply. And the meme is it takes so long to make your profit back on that because you have to sell so many for such a higher price. Yeah, it's just market stuff is really, really risky. Can I get the mount you have on the GTL? Yes, you can, but so it's the Christmas sleigh. It's my favorite. It's literally my favorite vanity in the entire game. Right now, it's like, what? How much money? 5.4 mil. If you wait until December 25th, Christmas, this will tank to like 3.84 mil. Buy them now before they go down in Christmas. No. Do not, whatever you do, don't listen to my chat. Avoid these at all costs. These are going to tank when Christmas comes around because these are a seasonal vanity. These reappear in the gift shop every single year during Christmas. Listen to chat, not the streamer. True. Those reappear in the gift shop every Christmas, so they'll never be able to like rise up in price to such an extent, you know. Oh shit, Yaka finally got his shiny larva. Dude, how many fucking ONIXES did that man get? Like 10? 8 ONIXES. No way. That man failed a coin flip 8 times in a row. Talk about like I got 3 rats before my mill tank. Imagine getting 8. Like, unbelievable. Congratulations to him, dude. That is... talk about, yeah, end of an era, they were saying in chat. What did he get? He got a shiny Larvitar. But, which is like a 50-50 times 5 horde Leppas. Nothing, like, super crazy. But he fucking went 8 coin flips dry for it and got 8 ONIXES on the way to it. So that was... yeah. Imagine 9 phases just for a 50-50 times 5 horde. Like, that's unbelievable. Congrats to him, man. That is... he's got a bunch of rock snakes now. Pokemon needs a wonder trade function. Unbelievably based. I'm so down for that. Wait, I love this question. Riveting question here. Which region has your favorite Pokemon Center? This is actually a tough question. I love Gen 5 because I love that it's like all in one room. I love you can like walk up the escalator and go to like those little 3 globes or whatever. And that was like where you would do like trading and stuff on the original games. I really like Unova. I think my favorite though is probably just Fire Red, Kanto, like Celadon City upstairs. I'm a huge advocate of like the upstairs PCs in Fire Red and stuff. So like Celadon City, Channel 3 upstairs. That's like my favorite PC. Very specific answer. Nah, Master Ball ain't so important. Infinite alts equals infinite Master Balls. Master Balls are not tradable. So you could only ever have the 5 or however many you have on your account. And then once those are gone, they're gone forever. You can never get any more. I always say, for example, like I've played this game for, 10 years and I've never used a Master Ball. There's just no reason to waste them unless you like I always say the reason you should use a Master Ball is a shiny Pokemon that can kill itself that you weren't prepared for, aka randomly running into like a shiny Electrode with Explosion, randomly running into like a shiny Ralts with like Teleport without having a Arena Trap Pokemon, without preparing on accident. It happens all the time. Like recently I was switching spots around to go I was switching around spots to find like a new Entei hunting location, and I ran into an Abra in a double battle, and I realized, I was like, oh shit, like if I didn't have my Master Ball here, I totally would have lost it if it was shiny. Like stuff like that like is really important. It just, obviously it's very unlikely, but there's just no reason to use other, like your Master Ball for other things. If you really want to, obviously do whatever makes you happy. Like that's, I'm not saying you have to do what I'm saying. I think people get really upset when I give advice. This is just advice in my opinion. Do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm more so just giving advice. And if you want to use it for whatever, go for it. But I think there's just no logical reason to use a Master Ball on things like alphas, on things like whatever, when like you can just use timer balls, repeat. There's so many more powerful balls, why would you use your one and only, couple Master Balls? I love this question, Grips. Pat, I waited all weekend to ask you this. I found a 2012 Cacnea on the GTL and bought it. It's the only one, but Cacnea is a Gen 3 Mon. How is that possible? That's a fantastic question. There were a lot of Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon that were implemented in like 2012, 2013 into PokeMMO. The reason why or how they were added to like the Sevi Islands, so Islands 1 through 7, and also Altering Cave. Altering Cave was one of the main ways that Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon came into the game. Back in the day, there was this cave called Altering Cave. I think it still exists, but the mechanics might be broken. Where this cave, every 6 hours, its encounters would rotate. So there were like there were like 6 cycles, 6 rotations. And you would ask, what cycle is it at Altering Cave right now? And this was like very important information. There was even a website dedicated to tracking the cycles of Altering Cave. There was like 2 cycles, like cycle 4 and 6 or something, that were like 100% Zubat, which were trolls. But then there was also cycles with like 7% Houndour, 5% Girafarig, 8% Shuckle, like stuff like that, right? And those cycles, and like 40% Zubat, those cycles were still the only way, like the only way back then to add those like Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon encounters to the game. Cacnea was probably caught somewhere in the Sevi Islands. I don't think Cacnea was a Altering Cave Pokemon, but I could be wrong. But there was a lot of interesting ways that those things were added back in the day. Wait, yes, Josh, holy fuck. Back in the day, Bagon was like, what, yeah, 0.05%, like a, yeah, 0.5% encounter or whatever. Bagon was like one of the rarest Pokemon in PokeMMO, period, let alone like Shiny Bagon was super unbelievably rare back then. It was like, yeah, like one of the rarest mons of the game. It was crazy. I think Beldum might have been 0.1% as well there. That was like the big Pokemon at the locations. It was really cool. An Altering Cave. Do Shiny Charms really work? No, they're a scam. No, obviously Shiny Charms work. The meme is Shiny Charms just increase your shiny rate by 10%, right? 5% if you're just in a link. Like I'm just in a link, so it's just 5%. It's just a 5% increase. That does not guarantee you a shiny. That does not guarantee you a shiny under rate. Like theoretically, if you use, or not even theoretically, if you use dinner statuses and Shiny Charms over a long period of time, your RNG, like your shiny rate, should be under 30k or whatever. But like even then, it's like not, you know, required. Like for example, my overall rate is like over like 34k or some shit. And I use a fair bit. Like it's just RNG at the end of the day. If you want to pay Pokeyen for a slightly increased chance, you know, fair enough, you know, go for it. But if you are paying for Pokeyen to like feel like you need a shiny or like guarantee a shiny with Shiny Charm Donator, like don't do it. You are never ever guaranteed a shiny with Charm or Donator, and it can be a scary thought process loop of like feeling like you need to get one or like deserve one. So when you spend money on a Charm or Dono, think of it as pissing away money for an increased chance at a shiny, unironically. Kind of like gambling, like paying money for the entertainment value, essentially. There it is, fellas, the Entei encounter. Nice. You love to see it. Easy peasy. We can finally shiny hunt after this. Nice, dude. Someone just asked me, yeah, the timing. Someone just asked me, do you have any legendaries? Yes. So the legendaries that I have are Shaymin. Shaymin is technically a mythical, by the way. Shaymin, Raikou, and Suicune. So this is the very last. Please don't burn me. Let me get my poison heal. Ooh, that's kind of rough, actually. That's okay. I'll go ahead and spore into a burn heal. This should be fine. This should work, but it's a little sketchy. Yeah, that's awesome. This will be my last legendary. I'll officially have Shaymin, Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. So all OT. Like I'll have all OT, which is really cool. I should have some sort of burn heal, right? Do I have to like do some weird meme? Okay, I can Lumberry. That's always my Lumberries are super good. I only have 11 left. I need to buy some more Lums. All right, we'll heal that. Please stay asleep. Okay, if you stay asleep for this turn, now I can get my poison proc, right? Nice, there we go. And now I can start. So what I can do now is start perma sub-sporing, and I will like essentially infinitely gain HP. So I sub here. I gain HP. I don't really need to do this, but I just play. It's just like super safe. Spore. Plus it helps me stall turns for Timer Ball, which is nice. Actually scammed with no scam, but true. Can you guys believe I was on Shiny Charm but still didn't get Shiny Entei? Oh, unbelievable. Shiny Charms are a scam, true and real. Obviously, I'm joking. Okay, let me like I just sub again. I just infinitely gain HP. Yep, there we go. Now we gain HP. And I go for false swipe. See the damage. That's like so much damage. Like, dude, catching the legendaries is so easy. It's literally just annoying to encounter them, obviously, but it's like kind of hilarious how easy the catch is. There's Sacred Fire. Now I go for a Spore. It's a pretty quick encounter considering all things. I'm only 2 minutes in or so. We Spore here. Oh, I could sub again here, but it's like kind of. From this point, I'm probably okay with just. Actually, because I don't think I'm at turn 11, I'm gonna sub one more time. After this, I probably don't sub. If they use takedown, I don't think it gets takedown, right? That would be really silly. That'd be really bad for me. Nature guess chat. Ooh, yeah, wait, we can take like guesses. Gambas on like IVs and nature is a good meme. I paid it with my Smeargle and almost killed it. Fuck yeah, stuff like that is like he has double edge. Yup. Wait, are you trolling? Wait, don't tell me that if you're not. Are you trolling? Will it always use Yes, I am trolling. Okay. Whew. That would have been okay. Anyways. I think we're fine. That'd be so evil from the devs to give it that. Okay. Now we timer ball. So now we're like totally safe. Totally good. Timer balls, super powerful. How does synchronize work to influence the nature? Yeah, synchronize is like a 20% increased chance, right? The issue is I didn't use synchronize. I used swarm. Look at that. One Pokeball catch. Look how easy the encounter actually is once you get it. There we go. My Entei catch. Serious nature. You know, it's got some decent, you know, I need the high roll defense. IVs are pretty good. Nature is not good, but it should be pretty easy to make good. 20 Rainbow Quills. There it is, fellas. Easy peasy. Release it, not adamant. One ball is crazy. That's just the easy peasy Patrouski way. Nice catch, fellas. We finally got it. Now we can actually just shiny hunt. All right, after getting Entei, we can just shiny hunt. And the cool thing is, we're kind of already here. I could go check the real loose swarm, actually. That's kind of interesting. I could just hunt for Tauros. We're right here. Or wait, I kind of want to do a non-Johto Shunt. Ooh. What does chat want? Let's take a poll or something. Okay, yeah, I was thinking Trubbish. I can go, okay. It is nighttime, so I can do like a nighttime hunt. I can go do, okay, chat. Options are Tauros, Trubbish, or Houndour. The reason we would go Houndour is to risk another shiny Raticate or Rattata. And the reason we would go Trubbish is to get Trubbish, but also risk another shiny rat of Minccino. Trubbish? So both of those shiny encounters have hilarious implications. I kind of want to go Trubbish. I think pretty much no matter what horde I go, I just go Adamant Nature. You probably want Jolly for, what's it called? For Tauros, but I think if I go Trubbish or... What else did I even say? Houndour? Well, Houndour, you don't want Adamant. Never mind. But I'm gonna go Trubbish, honestly. I haven't been a Trubbish in so long. ×3 horde. I want to go for Trubbish, dude. I love that Pokemon. Can I finally redeem myself after getting multiple fails there and everything? We'll see. All right, for those who don't know, this is the Trubbish location to the northeast of Nimbasa City. You make your way over here. You come over to the Dark Grass, I believe. I'm pretty sure Dark Grass. ×3 horde. It's Minccino and Trubbish right here. I've wanted a Trubbish for a while. I've had 2 Mincinos. Dude, I just have so many shunting spots that need quote-unquote redemption. Someone mentioned Wailord. Like, I've done so many encounters out fishing at Wailmer. It's absurd. So I have, you know, obviously Minccino or / Trubbish spot. I have so many spots that need quote-unquote redemption. Combi / Sunkern and Unova. There's so many things, man. One day, okay? I do this spot without Leppas. I think saving, like, you just don't need Leppas that badly at this spot. It's like you can if you really want to, but I feel like it's totally close enough to a PC where, like, I don't think you need Leppas, so I don't use Leppas here personally. You just bite pretty fast. The Rodent Saga continues. It possibly could, yes. I kind of constantly say, I feel like shiny Garbodor is the most underrated shiny in all of PokeMMO. I think it is such a damn good shiny, but people just view it as the trash mon and don't know it. Trubbish is not as cool, but it's still very cool in my opinion. I kind of want both. Like shiny Trubbish is like I would say a black trash bag, but people said it's dark blue. I can see dark blue. I consider it more like black, but it's kind of like just so dark blue that it's, I get it. But then Garbodor is gorgeous. Let's see. Hopefully there's one. Yeah, thankfully there's at least one. Garbodor is an incredible shiny. So underrated in my opinion. I feel like it's like the most underrated shiny in the game, honestly. I think it looks so sick. Burger or pizza? Like, which do I prefer? Probably burger. Both are obviously incredible. But I don't know. I really like burgers, man. I'm a big, like, ground beef. Just a beef guy. I'm a huge burger fan. Both are fantastic. Dude, this art is so good. It's hilarious. And why does it feel so... Obviously, it's just a Doom picture with, like, stuff... you know, over, but here, I'll show it on stream. One sec, fellas. That's kind of hilarious to me how good it looks. This was made... Oh, it's so large. This was made for Yaka after finally getting his shiny Larvitar. Man went 8 ONIXES before getting it, but, you know, 8 phases in, 9 phases, he finally got it. So congrats to Yaka. It's an incredible shiny journey. Dude, in this screenshot, look at this screenshot from Yaka. The 8 ONIXES with the Larvitar in the middle. That is crazy. That's a beautiful... What an image, dude. That's nuts. Congrats to him again. That's so funny. You're telling me you have 3,072 bunny tails? That seems like almost unbelievable to me, but it's possible. If you have 3,072 and you spent 20k per, around what they cost, how much are they now? Like, it's like 62 mil. I have like 62 mil in certain investments. It seems unbelievable, but the first time I opened my bag after logging in, it crashed my game. No fucking shot. I feel like I need like a screenshot. I don't know how you would... Wait, no, it stacks. No, but it's like vanities like that. Like, I have a couple bunny tails, but like even I have like, I think it's like rows of 11. I have like 44. How do you have having 3,000 of any vanity seems unbelievable to me. That's crazy. It's very possible, but like how many bunny tails are even listed on the GTL? Let me check in one sec here. That's a better question. How many bunny tails are even exist, you know? Like there's only 65 bunny tails on the GTL at all right now. That's why that just seems unbelievable. I don't know. That's kind of crazy, man. It's possible. You've been buying for like if you've been buying for like the past year, it's super cool. That's a crazy investment. Oh, you put them in your hotkey slot to auto count. Wait, that's actually Gigabrain. Wait, can I do that? Wait a minute. I've never known that / done that. That is a genius tip. Okay, you're a genius. I actually 100% believe that you have 3,000 bunny tails. That's hilarious. I have 86 Kobans. That is so funny. Wait, dude, that's baller. Good on you, man. That's the 3,000 bunny tail enjoyer. Hell yeah. That's hilarious. That's massive brain. If someone donated me $1,000 to release one of your shiny Pokemon, would you do it? I don't know if that counts as RWT. I would probably release a... I don't think so. You're not getting anything, right? I don't think so. I'd probably release a shiny rat for $1,000 US. I'm trying to think. Probably because I have 3 rats. I don't know. I shouldn't. Maybe 2k. Not 1k. If someone donated 2k, I would do it. The only reason why I'm usually not that even that's obviously a shit ton of money. I'm honestly usually not even that much of a sellout. It's just because planning a wedding, okay? I gotta sell out a little more in the next coming months, okay? That's the only meme. Yeah, while we're off charm for a little bit, I want to go do I have Twitch reward points to do. I have multiple that redeemed Shuckles, so we're gonna head over to Hoenn and go catch some Patrouski OT Shuckles. There's an easy Snorlax I can send off. Thanks for watching. Since I was like very passively, very non-seriously kind of breeding for a shiny Snorlax for a little bit with a bunch of my random... When I was trying to egg to randomly pull off the Shiny Wars after fucking JW Tree got his Shalfa, man, I was desperately trying to egg, man, to bring us back. Well, and I was doing Safari stuff as well. Maybe this was for something else, I don't remember. But I was doing eggs I was kind of in the mood for it. I think that's correct. Should be good to send that off and mark that as complete. Snorlax for him. My biggest fear is that when doing these like rewards, I accidentally send like a shiny or like accidentally send like the wrong Pokemon to someone or like or a Pokemon to the wrong person. The huge fear of mine. Some of these are pretty decent. What are these? Is this the same date as my Rampardos? I kind of want to be a little more careful with those. Yes, that one is, for example. I think these are the same date. 7. Yeah. I want to keep those and give those to specific people when possible. I might have too many of them to where it honestly doesn't even matter. So I don't know. We'll see. I have so many Cranidoses from the same day that I got. Well, this one's not here. Naughty Nature. We'll mail this one over to Fly Happy. Perfect. The real spicy question is, what are the odds we encounter a second Safari Zone shiny Shuckle while just trying to get Shuckles for someone's reward points, you know? What are the odds? Okay, first Shuckle. Kind of a funny catch. I mean, I'm fine to send this one off. Kind of a good meme. Offensive Shuckle, man. Based. As long as the Shuckle doesn't flee after the rock, it's pretty much a guaranteed catch. But it was like a decent... It feels like 50-50. Maybe like 70-30 that it flees after the first rock. Another Shuckle caught. Wait, there's no... Wait, I've never seen a Shuckle with no berry juice caught. What? Wait, and it's also one time special attack? What? What weird Shuckle catches? That is so strange. Let's see if we can get a third one. Okay, one Shuckle being sent off. There you go. Okay, this person said to send them the next Pokemon I catch, which was this Shuckle. Thanks. Easy peasy. What do you think about Team Rocket's comeback in the Johto region after a 3-year hiatus?
What is this, Pokemon politics? I don't, dude, I don't fucking know. What? Fuck, okay, I'm being really lazy here. I mean, it's kind of a good thing for PDA. I'm gonna send PDA this Smeargle that I was going to make as a D-Hoppiper. This was going to be my Hoppip hunting Smeargle, but then a viewer just sent me one, so I never ended up finishing it. Talk about spoiled streamer privilege. But because of that, a viewer will get the fabled D-Hoppiper Smeargle over to PDA. Pog viewer, love him. Okay, I kind of wish they would change that. I hate that if I'm sending a mail, and if someone sends me mail while I'm sending mail, it like interrupts my message. So like theoretically, if I'm doing like someone could technically like just like harass my stream if they wanted to. Probably shouldn't tell you guys that, but if you wanted to make it so I like couldn't send mail, if I like couldn't hand out Twitch reward points, you could just spam mail me, and I literally could physically not mail stuff out, which would be interesting to say the least. Logging into grief now, yeah. Base Bunny Joe, who's this guy? Hello? Wait a minute. Oh, I have 31 shinies now. That's kind of a cool thing. I didn't even realize that. That's kind of cool. 31 OTs. The fun fact, I'm here to catch some Raticates for Twitch rewards. Oh, I didn't mean to lead with this Pokemon. Oh, it's gonna die now. That's hilarious. Fun fact, this is the location where I hunted for my shiny speedrun from scratch. This is the ×5 horde that is the earliest in Kanto that you can access. It's a really, really good location for that. Damn, I just caught a 2x31 Raticate. That is going to get sent over as a Twitch reward. I am super okay. The only thing I won't send, if I were to catch some like crazy rare thing, anything up to like a 4x31, I will send over as a Twitch reward. I think wild 5x31 or 6x31, really unlikely to ever happen, or like wild shinies. I'm not going to send those as Twitch rewards, but JW Tree is going to get himself a 2x31 rat. Pod rat. There you go, GW. All right, one rat over to Blurred Word as well. I went to mail that. There you go. Blurred Word, there you go. Okay, we're almost done Twitch rewards here. Just 2 more left to send. The Shroomish over to my boy Clarko. And then Aben Bags Eevee. All right, here you go. This is the last one. If you were looking to get a Patrouski OT Pokemon, you can redeem 10k channel points. Just by watching me, you earn channel points on Twitch. And there you go. You can get some Patrouski OT Pokemon. You can even send me like little breeders. Fuck, I forgot I can't send it to Aben. Their mailbox is full. That shit is so funny. Okay, and they're crazy sus. Let me grab the EV and trade it over to Aben Bag for the final one. Here you go, Aben. The nice redemption. So if you want to get yourself a Patrouski OT Pokemon, go watch me on Twitch. Go get some channel points. Bam, bam. There you go. Now I'm just under 12 mil Pokeyen, and that bothers me. So I'm going to go ahead and collect my Pokeyen. I know... Cringe. Collecting Pokeyen. Cringe. Stacking Pokeyen. Based. Okay, I know. But. Bam. There we go. 13.5 mil. Pog. Okay, if you don't mind waiting on the charm Rumel, yeah, I'm down to go do my red fight really quick. I'm not going to go do a full gym rerun. I'm just going to go do my red refight. Like, it'll be like 100k Pokeyen essentially within like 5 minutes is the goal. But, you know, could be better. Could be more if I like pop some charms and do a full run. But I'm not really in the mood to do any gym runs recently, which I'm fine with. So I'm happy to just go, you know, just do the red refight essentially. Amulet coin is still worth it. Pop coin, yeah, that is true. Honestly, yeah, I probably should still pop. They're so cheap, right? Just pop amulet coin. It's still worth just even if I just do the red fight and then stop after that. Yeah, good call, chat. That's why this is like honestly one of the biggest benefits of streaming. Base advice. I need to repel though. I forgot here. Okay, here we are at the red fight. I'll go ahead and pop an amulet coin since it probably is worth. And I have a bunch just like laying around. Honestly, they're so cheap. Hopefully we have good RNG, but at the same time, I don't plan on doing a whole gym run after this. So like, it doesn't really matter how many attempts it takes. Aside from the cost of like repels, that's about it. So whenever I'm in a situation like this where it's Pikachu, I always go for a safeguard just in case he thunders and misses like this. That literally like fucking word for word predicted it. And then when my safeguard goes up, it gives me a higher amount of safety. I might not get parried by certain things, which is yeah, the safeguard's really nice. Plus, fuck, that was perfect. Look. So he vault switched, killed my guy, went to Snorlax, and now I can switch in my counter Wobbuffet, and now his body slam can't parry me because of safeguard. That is like the perfect way this fight goes. That was really, really lucky. That was perfect. All right, there we go. The red fight, easy peasy, outskilled him in around 5 minutes. And I popped an amulet coin, which cost like 17k, and I got myself 165k for it. Easy peasy. And now I can just go back to shiny hunting, wasting the rest of the amulet coin, but I'm not really in the mood for a gym run right now, and I'm okay with doing that. You know, you get the extra. I'm glad I did the red fight at all. You know, I should do that weekly at least. You know what? On days I don't know what to hunt, I really just can't decide what I want to hunt today. Today is a day I check the list. Okay, let's check our notepad document, fellas. Here, we've got a list. We've got a very, very long list. What sounds good today, fellas? Let's look at single encounters. Single/fishing. Shelter, Kingdra, Mr. Mime, Pinsir, Tauros got a ×5 horde. Some of this got moved, obviously. Snubble's a ×3 horde now. Thunder Yanma, Apom, Ledian. Look at all these shunts, guys. Second chuckle, Keck W. Well, that's good, chat. What's the best single/fishing shunt we can do? I kind of want to do something like that, maybe. Like a weird Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is an underrated shiny and has some interesting locations. It has like an uncommon spot. 218 Sinnoh uncommon. Let's go for it, dude. I don't know why. This is total randomness. If I don't know what to do, if I'm kind of bored in game, I do some really weird random memer that I haven't done in a long time or ever. Let's go shiny hunt for Mr. Mime and Sinnoh. Why not? Okay, this should be the location. I'm gonna go ahead and pop we're gonna pop lures. I need to buy some more lures. Let's check this. Let's check the honey tree first. Combi, no shiny. All right, let's pop a lure. I want to see what other Pokemon are here. Obviously, Mr. Mime is here, but I'm curious to see like what's like the lure encounter here. Floatzel's kind of lame. No, there's Wingull here. Okay, I don't love that. Gonna be honest. Okay, I don't like there's fucking Floatzel hordes. What else? I feel like there's some other cool stuff here. Come on, show me like a cool lore Pokemon. The Rat of the Sky, Wingull. That's actually true. Holy shit. Okay, I've literally been here for like 3 minutes. Nothing crazy. I've only seen Wingull and Floatzel in like 8 encounters. Like multiple times 5 hordes. I've only seen 2 Pokemon here. What is this dog shit spot? Okay, finally some different Pokemon. I'm probably going to switch over to Route 210. People are saying Route 210 is better. Route 210 has Mr. Mime, Pseudo, Scyther, and Breloom apparently, which is a pretty unbelievable spot. That's really good. Yeah, this spot sucks. I'm switching it up, fellas. I haven't seen a single Mr. Mime. Obviously, uncommon is probably like, hopefully 20 to 30%, but like, I'm only seeing Floatzel and Wingull, which is not a good sign. I'll try like a little more. Gastron, these are not good shinies. Like Shellos and Gastron. Per Ugly and Purloin are good shinies IMO, but nothing crazy here. Okay, I'm gonna switch it up. 210. Where is Route 210 at, fellas? That route. I think it's over here, right? Yep. So the east of Yep. Do I need Defog for this route? I probably do, right? It's right here, right? I'm pretty sure I need Defog here. Okay, I believe this is the spot to the east of Celestic. You do have to Defog here, but this spot has really good spawns. There's Scizor lore here as well. That's kind of crazy. Wild Scizor. Look, I feel like the spawns should be the same here at this location. It's like Route 210, yeah. But it's like weird. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I've been here for a fair bit and I haven't seen Scyther, haven't seen Breloom, haven't seen Mr. Mime. It would be kind of shocking to me if like it's still Route 210. I don't think the like grass patch should matter. I think it can matter for like certain vertical memes. So maybe because it's like higher up, like I don't know. I'm gonna try to hunt here for a little bit more, and then I will go walk over to like a different part of Route 210 and see if it's different encounters. It does matter. Route 212 has the same issue. Okay, I'll check it out. That's really strange. Okay, so going like north of Solaceon is gonna give me different spawns. That's so weird. Is it because it's like you have separate mountain side down and below? Like this is tall grass. I don't hunt there, right? Or do I? I don't think I'm supposed to hunt in tall grass. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just normal grass. Do I have to just go north of this tall grass? Cricketune, lol. Go further north to normal grass. Gotcha. Okay, we made it. So north of Solaceon Town. This grass is gonna have different spawns. Is that the mean? That's so interesting. It's so weird that sometimes the spawns can be split. I've seen that happen in Sinnoh a couple times as well. Like certain, I assume it's a vertical thing because there's like verticality. Like certain, it's a different like is it Z-axis, Y-axis? I don't fucking know. I feel like maybe that impacts it. Would be my guess. Let's see if I like immediately find like there was no Staravia at the other spot. Learning new shunting spots on stream. Gigabrain. Yeah, there's the Breloom. So that, yeah, like already. So that's like the lore spawn here. So yeah, if you want to do the 210 shunting spots with like Breloom, Scyther, apparently Sudowoodo is here as well. You want to go north of Solation Town. There's Scyther. There we go. Easy confirm. Is the Safari Zone a good place to shiny hunt? Yes, if you are a huge fan of Heartbreak. It's kind of up to you. There's the Mr. Mime encounter. Nice, nice, nice. Mr. Mime shiny is underrated, man. Let's see. There's one on the GTL. Obviously, you know, sketch Pokemon, but it's a great shiny, dude. It's a very cool shiny. Also, I feel like in Pixel Sprite form, he looks the least creepy, which is kind of a W. I definitely do feel like, not to be too fucking, you know, self-absorbed, I definitely do feel like there are certain, like, benefits you get from watching my streams or just, like, being in my Discord. Even if you're just lurking, you don't have to, like, actually chat in either of those. But there are certain benefits to being in both of those or either of those things where, like, so people will ask specific questions or very certain questions that, like, a video of mine may not answer, or, like, it may be hard to search for the video that answers that question. A really good example is I get a common question of, like, hey, like, is shiny when egg breeding, is shiny determined upon egg creation or egg hatch? And that's a pretty specific question. It is just determined on egg creation, which is why people pop shiny charms while making the eggs. Or just random questions of people being like, hey, like, how do I shiny hunt this Pokemon? Or how do I shiny hunt that Pokemon? Or learning about, like, random little tips and tricks like, oh, you can actually evolve. If you have a level 100, for example, Spinarak, if I were to give it a rare candy, it actually will evolve into an Ariados even at level 100. There are little, like, tips and tricks like that are just, like, very niche but could be helpful to you that I feel like you only find out by listening to random people ask me tons of random questions in, like, a live stream or Discord format, which is kind of a cool little meme. Wait, really? Wait, that's a crazy glitch, JW Tree. So you're saying if you breed, so yeah, wait, that's so interesting. They'd fix the bug that if the particle egg will deselect the particle if shiny. I don't want the surprise spoiled. So you're saying if you breed 30 Charmander eggs with Kanto Friends particle, if the egg is shiny, it'll show no particle in the box. What? That's a crazy weird glitch. That's really interesting. Yeah, that would kind of, damn. That's really interesting. Dude, Shaymin was a crazy grind. It's going to be crazy if that comes back this year for the Lunar New Year or what happens with it. For those who weren't there, you had, like, okay, 10 days, like 10 days or so to run around and listen to, like, global chat and my Discord and, like, other, like, social outlets to, like, follow around these calls, essentially, these, like, to go find these tablets. So you would follow all these tablets, you would do all these calls, and then you'd also have to spend, like, an hour or two going and fighting and catching all of these alphas. And then after you did all that, it was like a 16 to like 15 to 18, like 16, it was a 16-hour grind. 16-hour grind just so that you could be able to go get the Shaymin encounter. And you had to do it all in, like, 7 to 10 days or something. Dude, the Shaymin grind was pretty crazy. Obviously, like, the average person can do that. Like, even if you, like, work and, like, have a really fucking busy schedule, like, if you can, you know, weave in 1 hour a day for, like, or I guess 2 hours a day for, like, a week or whatever. That's kind of tough though. If it's like 7 days, but hopefully it'll be like 10 to 14. It's kind of a tough hunt, like, unironically. If anything is, like, exclusive and not everybody gets access to it, it's kind of the Shaymin hunt. That stuff is pretty tough. I do think, like, anyone can, if you're on top of it and you know, really try to prioritize it, anyone can do it, but not easy, that's for sure. That's kind of fucking base, JW. The people who have, like, 10k singles dry with no Entei would probably rather do the Shaymin grind again. Fucking fair, man. That's, yeah, fair. That's a fantastic question. I actually don't know the answer to that. How rare are random hordes? Like, when you're, like, single encountering back and forth and find hordes. I actually have no idea. That is a very good question. I think it's spot dependent, especially if you're, like, popping lures, or especially if you're in, like, dark grass or tall grass. But that's a very good question. I genuinely do not know. Do the Route 210 lore Geodudes know self-destruct? That is a very damn good question. Look at chat looking out for me. Good question. What level are they here? So whether I would check something like that would be to, what level are they? 210, level 19. Seems like level 19 only. Level 19. Okay. Go to their moves. Go to 19-ish. At level, no way. At level 19, they get self-destruct. Oh yeah, they probably do. I need myself a damp Pokemon. Absolutely 100 million %. I need myself a damp Pokemon right now. ASAP. That was a good call, chat. Sinnoh is hilariously the only region where you can like walk on your bike. Okay, so like I can like run like this, or I can like press B and then I like walk. Why? I hate that. Why are you able to walk on your bike in Sinnoh? It's just annoying. If I were to get super lucky on like one of the rares here, like Sudowoodo, Mr. Mime, Scyther, or Breloom, I think unironically, the shiny that I would want the most here is probably Sudowoodo. I really like Sudowoodo. Very cool Pokemon. Very underrated. Rockhead, Woodhammer, Head Smash. Such a badass Pokemon. It would be a really cool, not the best shiny, but it'd be a really cool one to have. Really cool rare. Okay, how easy and gigabrain of it would it be for Nintendo to just re-release like Pokemon Red, Silver, Gold, Blue, like all the fucking OG ones? Like, not even that, just like every fucking Pokemon. They could just re-release every single Pokemon game on like every new Nintendo handheld system, like every fucking time or whatever, and that would give people the ability to like you know, trade up like Mons from like each gen. Like, imagine they just release like every, like there's no reason for them not. They'd make so much money. Like, people would buy the digital copies again. Like, imagine if like, I don't know, them shutting down the 3DS online capabilities is so interesting. Yeah, like imagine if they just added for like the Nintendo Switch, imagine they just add the ability to yeah, buy like Red, Silver, Blue, like all the games, and they can just trade everything up. It's just kind of embarrassing that Nintendo hasn't focused a way to be able to trade up Gen 1 Pokemon up to like current gen. The fact that there's not a reliable way to do that, when like I feel like a huge part of Pokemon and a huge part of like its, you know, cultural relevance was the fact that you're supposed to catch them all, collect them all. Like, that was always the tagline, right? Obviously they've gotten rid of that, and I think they're trying to separate from that because it's like difficult, kind of, but I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's not even that difficult. Yeah, like obviously they're gonna drop like the next, you know, Switch 2 or whatever within the next like 1 or 2 years. Like, imagine, like, I don't know, why do they not just re-release every it's so easy to re-release every Pokemon game. I feel like that, right? I feel they prefer making them new buggy as fuck new games. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like, but like, I don't know, like if it's money, I get like wanting to make new Pokemon games and just, you know, make money. But like, if I don't know, if releasing the old games they're already made, I don't know, man. I feel like you can make so much money. Like, Nintendo, just re-release all your games, like gens 1 through fucking 9 on like the Switch 2 on digital copies for like whatever prices you want. People will buy them. I don't know. I feel like that's so easy, and then it would make some way within that system that you can like trade up the Mons. I feel like that'd be like so easy to do. It's very possible I'm missing, like, I'm obviously missing something. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. It's crazy that MMO shinies mean more to me than the real game shinies, because the number of hacked shinies you can get and Wonder Trading to the, yeah, there's so many reasons why, like, which is really sad to me. There's so many reasons, like hacked shinies, Pokemon Go shinies from community days, etc., that like devalue the shit out of, or even just like the easy as fuck rates, which like those are like, you know, that's personal preference. There's nothing inherently wrong with shinies being easier to get in the main games, but it is kind of ridiculous that yeah, the hacking issues, the Wonder Trading with that stuff, and then the issues with Pogo community days and be able to transfer those shinies over to the main game is absurd. It's yeah, I don't know, it's just PokeMMO shinies are so much more, there's so much more integrity behind them, and they're so much more meaningful. Like in terms of just value, right? In terms of time and effort and integrity. Like, you know, if someone has a shiny in PokeMMO, an OT shiny, they worked really hard for it. You don't know that in traditional Pokemon, and then like in real, quote unquote, real Pokemon, which is disappointing. It's shocking how often I hear that sentiment. Exodos, PokeMMO made me unable to play official Pokemon games. That's how I feel, man. Like, going back to official Pokemon, at least like Gen 5 and below, like when I could just play PokeMMO, just feels like a waste. If you want to play like Gen 6 plus, because you obviously can't access those regions or those Pokemon in PokeMMO, that's honestly fair and cool. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of crazy, like how often I hear the sentiment of people being like, yeah, after playing PokeMMO, I literally cannot go back to traditional Pokemon because it's just not as good, and it feels like a waste of time. It's shocking how often I hear that. And that's either A, testament to how good PokeMMO is, or B, a testament to how shit traditional Pokemon is, or, you know, both. Or maybe not shit. Like, I love traditional Pokemon, you know, just as much as the next guy. But man, obviously there's a lot of people who are upset with, you know, the decisions for a couple years now. One of the things that immediately drew me to PokeMMO, that made me love it so much, this is back in 2013, was the ability to see EVs and IVs directly in the game. Now, back then, you couldn't see IVs nearly as directly. You could see EVs. That was awesome. It taught me about the stats. IVs back then, you had to like level up. It would say like, so at like level 1, it would be like 0 to 31 in every IV. But once you like leveled a Pokemon to 20, like level 20, it would say like, this speed IV is anywhere from like 27 to 31. But the issue is, if you know PvP, the difference of like 27 to 31 IV in speed is a really big deal. That's huge, right? You'd have to make sure you have 31. So you have to like level these mons to like level 50 or like level 100 or some shit just to see like what IV it actually was. And then even I think back then, even if at the highest thing, it was still like a 2 to 3 margin of error. So you'd have to just calc the IVs on your own at the end of the day anyway, which was kind of brutal. But thankfully nowadays it just shows you. I've only had Bojangles once, okay? So don't take this chicken take very aggressively. I mean, I'm going to say it very aggressively. Also, I'm a KFC fan, which I feel like is probably wrong, but it's nostalgia and I fucking love KFC, okay? So it's actually correct. But Bojangles is like, you ready? Probably like the most mid, the most like, and I hate using that term, but I think it works here. It's the most like boring fried chicken I've ever had. Bojangles just felt like, it just felt like nothing. There was like no crazy flavors, was no interesting spices, no like, it just felt like nothing. Bojangles, the whole meal, the biscuit, like everything about Bojangles was like nothing. Cane's is good. I haven't had Cane's food in a long time. I feel like I remember really liking it, being pretty comparable to Popeyes. What I do remember about Raising Cane's was the sweet tea. I remember Raising Cane's having one of the fucking like, it was like some southern ass, like unbelievably sweet ass sweet tea. I will never forget the sweet tea at Raising Cane's being so good and so sweet. This is the most American sentence ever. If they made bacon tea or something, I'd drink it. That is fucking incredible. I'm a huge fan of Koban on an afro. I feel like it's a very cool look. Someone said never found a fit that went well with Koban. I think that it can, especially like, dude, black afro with a Koban. Here, I'll show you. I think this look looks really sick. The like black background with like the gold, you know, up front. I think this look looks really cool. IMO. Obviously I would change like my body and stuff here, but I think this like tuxedo. Yeah, there's some cool accents. I think this is a cool head look to start with. Dude, my girlfriend had a visual glitch / bug in the distortion world that kept her stuck there for like 3 to 6 months, like until I like sat down with her and was like, okay, let's like watch a guide and stuff. Because the mythical, there's a puzzle you're supposed to solve, and the like Azelf, like all the mythical memers are supposed to like visually show on the map to show you like where to go in some way to like help you solve it, and they weren't there on her screen. They like weren't there for her, so we had to just like watch a guide. Which yeah, Sinnoh is a pain. I've been live for way longer than I expected today, around 5 hours. I appreciate it. It's been a fun stream. A lot of good topics, a lot of good conversation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I am going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to go eat some chicken thighs and grab some water and relax a little, export some videos. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If not, feel free to dislike. That's always okay and encouraged. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day. You can follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET usually. Discord's links down below, which updates those pieces of content. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal / Venmo do help out a ton, but are never required. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, thanks so much for watching till the very end of the video, and thanks to everybody whose name is on this list. You guys go above and beyond and allow me to make the content that I do. So thank you so much once again, and have a great day.